Mystery Max here, and today I'm at Comet Creations. That's right, my friend Tom works with glass. He makes the coolest things out of glass. It's amazing. Let's go check it out. Come on! Hey everybody, Mystery Max here, and I'm so excited to introduce you to my friend Tom. Hi Tom.
Hi Max.
Tom, can you tell us a little bit about what it is that you do?
I'm a flame worker.
A flame worker? What does that mean?
I melt glass in the flame produced by that torch over there.
What? You melt glass?
And I make pretty marbles.
Well, you make marbles, like the kind that I play with?
Yep, them are the ones. Kind of like these, but different.
Oh, look at that. Wait, you made those?
Yep.
Wow.
Sure did.
But hold on a second. Somebody doesn't just decide, I'm gonna melt some glass and make marbles. How do you decide to do something like that?
I started out by collecting old marbles, and I met a guy that made marbles, and I said, I gotta try that because that looks like a lot of fun.
Wow.
And here we go.
Huh, that's so cool. Can we check it out?
Sure can. Come on in. Check it out.
Oh, okay, I'll follow you.
Few pieces on display here around.
Those are so cool. They look kind of fragile. Like, if I touch them, they might break.
No, they're pretty durable, actually.
Yeah?
They're made out of borosilicate glass, which is the glass that I use at the torch.
Wait, there's different kinds of glass?
Yes. Borosilicate glass is the same as Pyrex. Real, very, very hard glass.
I had no idea that there were different kinds of glass. Well, what about the glass that I get my pickles in at the grocery store?
That is bottle glass, and that is usually around, and they give it a number for the hardness or the coefficient of expansion, it's called. And that's the amount of expansion and contraction takes place when it heats and cools. And that's around 90, 92. Mine is at a 33. So that's a lot harder glass.
Wow, it sounds like you need to know a lot about math, too, to be able to work with glass.
I wish I would have paid more attention in school.
All right, kids, listen up. Well, let's check out your workspace. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Whoa, Tom, check this stuff out. This is where you work?
This is my workstation right here.
Wow. Can you tell me what some of these tools are and what that stuff is over there? Oh, look at that. It's kind of sharp and pointy. So
These
cool.
tools are made out of graphite, and I use them to open up loops on jewelry pendants and whatnot. The different diameters for different size tubing. You kind of would put it in there and lift it up to open it up. And these, I would take a hot piece of glass and transport it into the annealer.
Annealer?
Annealer.
What's an annealer?
What it does is it allows the glass to cool very slow so it doesn't break.
Oh, because if it was to cool fast,
It would shatter.
oh, we don't want that.
Nope.
Oh.
Cracks in the glass are not fun.
What happens if you break glass? Have you ever broken something that you've been working on?
Yes.
Well,
many times.
What does that feel like?
It's not fun.
Yeah.
No, it's not fun at all. So you try to be as careful as possible, but accidents do happen. See, I took a big piece of that and just took a little piece of it to put on here, and this is what I'll make a marble out of later on.
That's going to become a marble?
That's going to become a marble or maybe a pumpkin.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Yep.
So you are an artist.
These are colored, what they call stringers.
Stringers.
And this is
It doesn't look
a
like
nice
string.
thin shoestring of colored glass.
Oh, it
And
is
that's what I use to decorate the clear glass with.
Wow.
These start out, I buy them in rods like this, and then I melt them down and pull them thin, and just apply thin lines at a time, depending on what design I want to make. Try to keep the flame kind of quiet. All right, now there's one of them pieces of glass that I prepared earlier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a big gather of glass at the end of that big round ball of molten glass. We're going to make a pumpkin instead. It's almost like soft taffy when I get it moving. Just letting it cool until it's stiff enough to where it doesn't sag as I turn it. I'm constantly turning it because you want to keep a level of center. So as you're watching that orange glow leave the glass, you know it's getting more and more set up. Now it's still soft enough right now where if I banged it against it would leave a dent. But I'm going to hold that heat in the center of this, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my stringers and I'm going to paint them lines on them like them pumpkins over there. So just kind of melt them down and around. And I turn the marble or the gather all the way around to the other side to put the next line on, and that kind of keeps the heat balanced in the object that we're building, which today is going to be a pumpkin. And you can see where it's starting to take on the look of a pumpkin already. And I'll just keep going around it until I feel like there's enough orange on there. Now I keep filling in them spaces. I think the more orange on it, the better it's going to look. Try not to boil the colors a little bit because the colors sometimes are sensitive. Kind of looks like a pumpkin almost, doesn't it? Sorta.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the bottom of a wine bottle, how it's depressed, you know? Come on. I'm watching the heat go away from that, and I'm putting the heat back into the middle of it to make sure it doesn't break while that cools. The stem that I just put on there. Just give it a tap, it pops right off. Pick it up like this. Now put the fire right where that was attached to make sure there's no sharp edges left. Make sure it stands up nice, and there's a nice little pumpkin. Now we put them in the annealer. And the annealer will hold at 1,050 degrees.
Wow, so it's like an oven for
Yep.
glass.
It's a glass oven, exactly.
Wow. It looks really hot, too. Have you ever burned yourself?
Many times.
Oh, does that hurt?
Yes.
Yeah. But you keep doing it.
It's the love of the glass. I just can't stop.
I can tell when you're working how happy it makes you. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice when you get to do the thing that you really love doing, huh?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I get to come out here. I can work in my pajamas if I'd like.
That's so cool.
Just come out here and have a cup of coffee and light my torch and
Make some glass in your
make
peaches.
some glass.
Well, thank you so much for having me at your shop today and for meeting all my friends out there. Well, everybody, this is Mystery Max signing off from Tom the Glassman Studios. Bye-bye.